Welcome to the animated summary of Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. This is part 2, and in this episode I'm going to talk about why people with goals succeed in life. In part 1, I gave the definition of success. Now the question is why people with goals succeed. Here is why. We become what we think about. Let me say it again. We become what we think about. Throughout the history, the great wise men, teachers, philosophers, prophets have disagreed with each other on virtually anything. It's only on this one point that they are in complete and unanimous agreement with. We become what we think about. Listen to what Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, said. A man's life is what his thought makes of it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, a man is what he thinks about all day long. William James, the father of American psychology, said, the greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitude of mind. In the Bible, you read in the Mark 9:23, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. William Shakespeare put it this way, our thoughts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. George Bernard Shaw said, people are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. Well, it's pretty apparent, isn't it? We become what we think about. It stands to reason that a person who is thinking about a concrete and worthwhile goal is going to reach it, because that's what he's thinking about. And we become what we think about. Conversely, the person who has no goal, who doesn't know where they are going, and whose thoughts must therefore be thoughts of confusion, anxiety, fear, and worry, becomes what he thinks about. Their life becomes one of frustration, fear, anxiety, and worry. And if we think about nothing, we become nothing. Now, how does it work? Why do we become what we think about? To answer the question, suppose a farmer has some land, and it is a good fertile land. The land gives the farmer a choice. He may plant in that land whatever he chooses. It's up to the farmer to make the decision. Let's say farmer has 2 seeds in his hands. One is seed of corn, the other is nightshade, a deadly poison. He digs 2 holes in the earth and plants both seeds, covers up the hole and takes care of it. What will happen? The land will return what is planted. As it is written in the Bible, as you sow, so shall you reap. Remember, the land doesn't care. It will return poison in just as wonderful abundance as it will return corn. The human mind is far more incredible and mysterious than the land. But it works the same way. It does not care what you plant, success or failure, a concrete worthwhile goal or confusion. But what we plant, it must return to us. Now you may say, if that's true, why don't people use their minds more? The human mind is not used because we take it for granted. It can do any kind of job we assign to it, but we use it for little jobs instead of big, important ones. So decide now, what is it you want? What do you really want? Plant your goal in your mind. It's the most important decision you will ever make in your entire life. What is it that you really want? All you have to do is plant that seed in your mind. Care for it. Work steadily towards your goal and it will become a reality. It not only will, there is no way that it cannot. You see, that's like the law of gravity. If you get on top of a building and jump off, you'll always go down. You never go up. It's the same with other laws of nature. They are inflexible. They always work. The very law that gives us success is a double-edged sword. It's all in how it is used, for success or for failure. We must control our thinking. Nightingale calls this the strangest secret in the world. He calls it strange because very few people have learned it or understand it. The greatest teacher of all gives us this secret times and times again. As you believe, so shall it be done unto you. In this episode, I explained the strangest secret in the world and how it works. In the next episode, I will talk about a test that you can prove this law to yourself. Subscribe and tune in for part 3. Don't miss it.